Good afternoon, my name is Christian Taylor, and for the next 3 minutes I'm going to show you a nice little, very simple cooking tutorial. And today we will be cooking some homemade mac and cheese. Now I think that anyone at one point in your life is going to make a nice meal at a few times throughout your lifetime. And there are so many amazing meals that you can make that are extremely simple to make. Before we start, I think it's very important that we show a nice little list of all the tools and ingredients you're going to need to make this meal. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to need is a nice pan to put water into. So be sure to grab one out of one of your cabinets, wherever you keep them in your kitchen, and then bring it over here to the sink and fill it up to about, say, halfway with water. Be sure to put it on the stove. Set the heat to about a medium high. Do not set it too high, but high enough so that it doesn't take too long to boil the water. And for an important side note, before dumping your pasta into the boiling water, grab the olive oil out of your cabinet and dump a little bit of olive oil into the boiling water, and then dump your pasta in there. That way you do not have to worry about the pasta sticking to your pan. Now that the pasta is back in the pot, all dried out, ready to go, we're now ready to move on to the main part. So the first thing that we're going to need is some cheese. Now I prefer to use Velveeta cheese because it's very nice, and it really adds in that creamy aspect that's going to become an important factor later on. So go ahead and get in your fridge and get the cheese you're going to use, and then also while you're at it, open your fridge up and get the butter that you're going to need as well. Now that the cheese and the butter are in here, the next important thing we need to do is to add the milk. Now I prefer using 2% milk, but you can use whatever milk you want. I've heard a lot of people use almond milk as well, which is just as good. Now, to add in some finishing touches to the mac and cheese, we are going to add a little bit of salt and pepper into this, because I think it's important that this gets a little seasoning just to add a little bit of extra taste. Now the important thing is, you do not need that much of it. I would recommend just, well, like 2 or little specks of it. Now that we have all the ingredients inside the pot, now we're down to the last step, and that is to mix the whole thing together, and then it should be ready to go. And with that, wraps up this episode of Cooking Tutorial. Hope you all watching enjoyed this fun little positive and fun video. And I just want to say, from all of us here, I wish you fellow cooking, and God bless, my friend.